Hey guys, welcome to my first video. This series is going to be code optimization tricks. First, we'll be seeing how you can solve the problem normally and we try to optimize the code one by one. So for today, we'll be seeing fast exponentiation trick. So let's get started. So first, basically what you need to do is you need to find the uh, power of the two numbers. Let us say a comma n. So you should not use power function directly in Python to find a power. Let us say you can't print it like this. Okay. Without using this, you need to do that. How you can do that? So let's think about that. And the normal trick most people what they will use is without using the power function, what you can do is you can do that in a power n time. Let us say you have given 2 and 5. You need to find 2 power 5. So the answer is actually 32. So how you can code for that so that you will get the answer 32. So to get the answer for a power n, what you need to do is you need to find a power n minus 1, that you need to multiply that with a. That's how you will reach the final answer. Let us say if you have 2 power 5, to find 2 power 5, what you will do is you first find 2 power 4, then you will multiply that with a. To find 2 power 4, what you will do, you can find 2 power 3 and you can multiply that with a. So this is how you will solve. It will take order of n time. So you can actually solve this question in less than order of n time. So that's what the fast exponentiation method is. So what we can do is, let me explain what can be done to make it log of 2n. So let us say you want to find the power for 2 power 16. So this is a huge number, right? To find 2 power 16, you can just multiply that with 2 power 8 into 2 power 8. Fine. Even this will give you 2 power 16, right? So to find 2 power 8, what can be done is you can just multiply 2 power 4 with another 2 power 4. Okay. To find 2 power 4, you can just multiply 2 power 2 with 2 power 2. So this will take 4 steps, right? So if you in another step you can find the answer for 2 power 16. So by this way you can solve this question in order of log to the base 2 of n times. Okay, I hope you understand this point and this point makes sense for you. So if you understand this concept, you can actually code this out. Okay, so now let's try to code this out. So let's define a function called power. This is going to take two arguments, one is a and another one is n. And first what we can do is we can find the half of the answer. So half of the answer means just the power of a and n by 2. So why I am finding n by 2 is that if you want 2 power 16, you just making it half and you are multiplying it for 2 times, right? So I am just using recursion to call it second time so that I will get answer for 2 power 16. So 2 power 16 will become 2 power 8. Then you'll be having another doubt that if n is odd, what will be the answer? Let us say we have 2 power 7. For 2 power 7, the answer will be 2 power n by 2. Okay, so 2 power n by 2 will be 2 power 3 into 2 power 3 into 2 actually. So here 2 is a, right? So in more general form, what you can say is, if n is odd, what we should do is, you can just multiply a into n by 2, that is a power n by 2 into a power n by 2 into a. So that will give you the odd. So in else, that is if it is even, we can just return a power n into a power n, that is a power n by 2 into a power n by 2. So by doing that, you can get the power in just log through the base 2 n time. So let me do that. I'm just using the power function, and here I'm going to check if n percentage 2 is equal to 0. That means if it is even, what we need to return is just return half into half, right? So half will get a power 8. Let us say if a is 2 and n is 16, in the first step you will get a power 8 into a power 8. In else part, what you can do is, you can just return half into half into a. Okay, so another thing what you need to do is, you need to have a base case. So otherwise this loop will be keep on running and it won't terminate. Okay, to terminate the loop, what you have to do is, the base case will be, if the value of n reaches 0, we can just return 1. Why we have to return 1? Because we know 2 power 0 is always going to be 1. Okay, so if we pass any value to this, like let us say we just print power of 2 comma 5. Okay, now let's try to run this program. So this actually gives us 32. Okay, now let's try to give some more input. Let's say 2 power, not 2 power, even it will work for bigger numbers. So let's give 4 power 5 and let's try to run this. So 4 power 5 is 1024. Let's give some 2 power 8. So let's see what the output is. We got 256. I hope the answer is correct. I don't know. I think the 2 power 10 is 1024. Let's try to run this. Yeah, the answer is correct, and this is how you will make your power function to be more optimized. Hope you like this video. For the future videos, make sure you subscribe our channel and press the bell icon as well. I will see you in next video. Bye.